Greeting one and all. Good to see you all through this video. So I am going to handle classes for third year students, 5th semester, title Journalism and Mass Communication. In this topic, we have 5 units. The first unit is Mass Communication Origin and Development. Second unit is Journalism. Third unit is Print Media. Fourth one is Report Writing. And the fifth one is Electronic Media. So we are going to start the classes from first unit, Mass Communication Origin and Development. In this, we have various subtopics like need of the communication, types of communication, elements of communication, barriers of communication, 7 C's of communication, and the function and the uses of mass communication. Let us see the explanation now. So let us start from introduction. Communication originated from the Latin word communicare, meaning share. The definition of communication is: communication is a process of exchanging the information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium. In simple words, it is a process by which humans send, receive information amongst each other. Mass communication. Mass communication is the process of transmitting messages to a large number of scattered audiences. Mass communication is done through radio, TV, newspaper, etc. Now we are going to see the types of communication. There are 2 types of communication exist. First one is formal communication. Second one is informal communication. Formal communication, it is termed as official communication. It is a type of communication in which the sender follows a predefined channel to transmit the information to the receiver is known as formal communication. Formal language is art of fluency, use of language. It combines appropriate grammar and phrases to provide credibility for what being is said. For example, more formal language is routinely used in a professional setting, on a business trip, or at a meeting. At certain places in city like church, bank, library, department store, government offices, etc. Informal communication. It is most commonly known as grapevine or casual way of communication. In this type of communication, the sender does not follow any predefined channel to transmit the information to the receiver is known as informal communication. You may use casual language when you want to get to know someone on a more personal level or you want the person to feel at ease. These casual words are widely used with people you know and more comfortable being with. There are many slang expressions used in everyday conversation, and these phrases change over time. It is also appropriate to use casual language when writing blogs, tweets, and advertisements. However, in formal situations, the casual words should be avoided and the more formal words, phrases should be used. Elements of communication. There are 7 major elements in communication process. They are sender or communicator, ideas, encoding, decoding, communication channel, receiver, feedback. Sender. The person who intends to convey the message with the intention of passing information and ideas to other is known as sender or communicator. Ideas. Ideas are the subject matter of the conversion. This may be an opinion, attitude, feelings, views, orders, or suggestions. Encoding. Encoding means converting information or an instruction into a particular form such as words, actions, pictures, etc. Decoding. The person who receives the message or symbol from the communicator tries to convert the same in such a way so that he may extract its meaning to his complete understanding. Communication channel. The person who is interested in communicating has to choose the channel for sending the required information, ideas, etc. This information is transmitted to the receiver through certain channels, which may be either formal or informal. Receiver. Receiver is the person who receives the message from the sender. Feedback. Feedback is the process of ensuring that the receiver has acquired the message and understood in the same sense as sender meant it. Barriers of communication. Most common barriers of effective communications are as follows: physical barriers, attitudes, language, psychological barriers, problems with structure design, cultural noise, lack of common experience, ambiguity and abstractions overuse, information overload, assumptions and jumping to conclusions. 7 C's of effective communication. The 7 C's of communication stands for 7 essential principles of communication, starting with letter C. Applying these principles to your communication ensures that your message will be in sync with the recipient's understanding. They are applicable to both oral and written communication. Clarity, conciseness, concreteness, completeness, correctness, courtesy, consideration. These above are the 7 C's of communication. Let us see the explanation one by one. Clarity. Clarity is the best achieved through short, simple and fluent sentences and paragraphs. Each paragraph should describe only one idea, and paragraphs should be organized from the big picture at the beginning to greater detail towards the end. Conciseness. Conciseness means forming your message with minimum number of words possible without invalidating the other 6 C's. Avoid wordliness, repetition and filler words or phrases. Concise meaning is also more appealing and comprehensive and will save time both to you and your audience. Correctness. Correctness refers to both factual and linguistic accuracy. All the information you provide needs to stem from valid, reliable and credible sources that can be located. Finally, you should always check your writing for typing, spelling and grammatical errors. Correctness is interconnected with the principle of consideration. Courtesy or courteous. Courteous message is written from the viewpoint of the audience. Courtesy requires some thinking about what the audience knows or does not know, forming the message accordingly. Courtesy is interconnected with the principle of completeness. Concreteness. Concreteness means message is like a fact sheet put to words. Concreteness diminishes the need to guess the meaning and the possibility of misinterpretation. Concreteness is interconnected with the principles of clarity, conciseness and consideration. Completeness. A complete message should convey all facts required by the audience. Completeness is interconnected with the principles of clarity and courtesy. Consideration. Consideration also entails good language, visually or linguistically Your message should not look as if was prepared in a hurry. It is interconnected with the principle of correctness. The functions and uses of mass media. Information function. The mass media serves several general and many specific functions. The mass media serves information, interpretation, instructive, bonding, and diversion functions. The media dissemination has led to increased competition to provide information. Interpretation function. Media outlets interpret messages in more or less explicit and ethical ways. Now, cable television and radio personalities offer social, cultural, political commentary that are full of subjective interpretations. Instructive functions. Some media outlets exist to cultivate knowledge by teaching instead of just relaying information. Major news networks like CNN and BBC primarily serves the information function, which cable news networks like Fox News and MSNBC serve a mixture of informational and interpretation functions. Bonding function. Media outlets bring people closer, which serves the bonding function. Diversion function. We all use media to escape our day-to-day lives, to distract us from our upcoming exam, or to help us relax. When we are being distracted, amused, or relaxed, the media is performing the diversion function. Finally, we came to end of our session. I hope so you understood the class. We'll see it in the next video. Thank you.